Hello and welcome to the channel. Yes, it is summer sale on AliExpress and it is time for recommendation video. I did 3 of these last year and 1 already this year, and those recommendations in those videos still stand, so don't forget to check them out. I will leave links in the description. There are of course new watches in this list, and there are still some really solid value propositions and very interesting watches that I covered in the past, and my recommendations haven't changed. One thing that did change, however, pretty much across the board is the price. It has been creeping up, so this sale is a good opportunity to roll back the clock on the prices, so to speak, and try to snap some of these watches at the prices that were available last year. You will find the links to those recommendations in the description, of course, and for the full transparency, those are affiliate links. That is, AliExpress will pay me a small commission on some of the purchases if you make them using these links, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. It does, however, help to support the channel, and I really appreciate your support. And of course, I will be reviewing these watches in the coming weeks, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And I do have a bit of a mix and match of dive, dress and of course homage watches, with Submarine homages listed right at the end of the video. So if you're only interested in Submarine homages, just jump right to the end. Now, with all this out of the way, let's get on with recommendations. So, in no particular order, first one on the list is CADISEN C8185 Rolex Day-Date Homage. The product pictures simply don't do justice to this watch. It is very well put together, very comfortable and a good looking watch. I wasn't very much into the fluted bezel style watches until I saw this one up close and personal. Good quality execution and good attention to detail, even engraving on the rehaut. The case diameter of this watch is just over 40 mm and it has 22 mm lugs. It is powered by a Japanese Miyota movement 8285. It is an automatic caliber, it hacks, hand winds and has a fully functional date complication. CADISEN used sapphire crystal here, so no cutting corners. The case and the bracelet are made from 316L stainless steel, and I must say that the President style bracelet is very comfortable. Watch has a water resistance of 50 meters. Saint Martin Explorer Homage 39mm watch, model number SN020. This is a new watch and I thought it is only fair to include it in this video. It has 2 of my favorite ingredients. First one, it is a homage to a vintage Rolex, and the second one, it is made by Saint Martin, which usually means a high-quality execution. This is not Saint Martin's first vintage Rolex homage. They already have some in their collection, and they prove to be very popular, so it comes as no surprise that Saint Martin now offers this watch as well. So, specifications: we get a 39mm case with 20mm lugs, full stainless steel construction, and finally inverted end-links bracelet, so this watch should work on most wrist sizes. Looks like we also have a boxed sapphire crystal, which usually is more expensive to manufacture than the flat one, and it is powered by Seiko NH35 movement, and we also get a screw-down crown with declared 100 meters of water resistance. Merkur Season Diver watch, homage to a vintage Seiko 6105 8000. I had this one for review and I was quite impressed. That's why it is on my list. This is of course a homage to a vintage Seiko 6105 8000, a popular Seiko series from the 70s. I like the Merkur's quality control. The watch is done really well with good attention to detail. Powered by a reliable Seiko NH35 movement and generally quite accurate. Merkur used sapphire crystal here with AR coating, clean dial with good lume. Very good case finishing with screw-down crown offering 200 meters of water resistance. I must say that the bracelet does let this watch down somewhat. Merkur reckons that it emphasizes the vintage aesthetics of the watch. Well, yes, it somewhat does, and it will do the job. However, I would recommend to get an $8 WAFFLE rubber strap, which I think works with the style of this watch very well too. Pagani Design PD 1664 or 1644. For around 60 bucks, when most of other watches on AliExpress keep on going up in price, if you are into this style of watch, now is a good time to get it. Pagani Design offers this watch in a number of different colorways and with different bracelet options. Panda and reverse panda are my favorite, and if you want a bit more bling, rose gold or silver white version on the rubber strap will look really good. We have classic 40mm diameter and 20mm lug size and a set of crazy specifications for the price. Seiko VK63 Mecha Quartz chronograph movement, sapphire crystal, fixed ceramic bezel, stainless steel construction with screw-on back, screw-down crown and screw-locking pushers, giving this chronograph watch 100 meters of water resistance. And a good-looking rubber strap, which I think works quite well with this style watch. Merkur Pierre Paulin mechanical chronograph. Now, if you are into chronographs but want to up the game a bit and get one with a mechanical movement, then this Merkur Pierre Paulin watch could be worth your consideration. Well executed and powered by the Seagull ST1901 movement, which is well respected within the watch collectors community. Merkur takes extra care with finishing and regulating of this movement in this watch using the variation with a swan neck, which not only looks good but also simplifies the regulation of the watch accuracy. And, by the way, it has the same operating principle, column wheel, as the Amiga Speedmaster watch. So we get 39mm diameter case with 18mm lugs, stainless steel construction, Seagull ST1901 mechanical chronograph movement, see-through back case so we can enjoy the view of that well-decorated movement. Merkur used an acrylic crystal here, which goes in line with the vintage aesthetics of this watch. However, it is, of course, more susceptible to scratches and at the same time it can be buffed out quite easily too, so something to keep in mind. San Martin 62 Mars version 4 41mm watch. This San Martin was on my list last year, and now San Martin released version 4 of this watch and it is on my list again. Something to keep in mind, the price of this watch keeps on creeping up. Personally, I think it still represents an incredible value, so if you like it, there is not much of a point putting off your purchase any longer. It is unlikely to get any cheaper. The execution of this watch is top-notch and, of course, a really solid set of specifications. Stainless steel construction, sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, surprise, surprise, Seiko NH35 movement, and, of course, one of the best looms in business. San Martin Retro Diver 6200. Only recently I did a comparison video between this diver and San Martin Black Bay Homage, and I had to wear this watch for a week or so while doing the video, and wearing it reminded me of what a great timepiece this is. A potential future collectible in my opinion. This is San Martin's own spin on the vintage Rolex Homage. Here are the specs: solid loom, stainless steel construction with impressive finishing all around, plus a well-executed bracelet and the clasp, screw-down crown giving this watch 200 meters of water resistance, reliable Seiko NH35 movement, which is accurate and also helps to keep the price of this watch down, and a lovely domed sapphire crystal and 120 clicks ceramic bezel. PHYLIDA Now Time to Die Amiga Homage with PT5000 movement on a stainless steel bracelet. Now, taking a short break from Rolex and Seiko homages, this PHYLIDA Now Time to Die Homage is a really good example of Amiga Seamaster tribute, with possibly one of the best bracelets in this style, which also has a good quality double push-up clasp with a functional diver's extension. This is also possibly one of the cheapest watches with PT5000 movement, which is a clone of a Swiss ETA 2824-2 movement. So, what do we get for the price? We get 41mm diameter case, we get sapphire crystal, we get unidirectional ceramic insert bezel with a decent bezel action, stainless steel construction, case and bracelet, and I would recommend getting one on the bracelet, and choice of two movements, Miyota and a high-beat PT5000. Steeldive model 1970. Next on my list is this Captain WILLARD Seiko Homage. It is priced at the moment at under $90 and I paid about $120 for it more than 6 months ago. I think Steeldive's pricing calculator is broken, and while most vendors on AliExpress are putting their prices up, Steeldive is counting them backwards. Whatever the reason, I personally recommend this watch, and based on the comments to the review video of this watch, so are many of the viewers of my channel that bought it in the recent months. And of course, not only it is a very well put together watch, like all other watches on this list, it also has some solid specifications. So first and foremost, one of the best looms, including on the bezel. Also sapphire crystal, and it also has 120 click ceramic insert bezel. Stainless steel construction with a screw-down crown and 200 meters of water resistance. Stainless steel bracelet. I personally recommend to get one on the bracelet and also to get a WAFFLE rubber strap as an extra. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And it is powered by Seiko NH35 automatic movement. And of course, no list would be complete without Submarine Homages. My first choice is still San Martin Ghost Diver SN017. I've been wearing it for a while now, and this thing is built like a tank. Loom is one of the best you can get on a Sub Homage, 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal and 120 click ceramic bezel with probably one of the best bezel actions I came across on the watch from AliExpress, and I actually like that it uses Seiko NH35 movement, very robust, reliable, smooth in operation, and also helps to keep the price down. Then, of course, if you're looking for a bit of an upgrade, I would recommend CRONOS Sub Diver. For about the same price of about $200 CRONOS delivers a more compelling set of specifications, well, on paper at very least. Well, we get pretty much everything we have on the San Martin Diver, plus, first of course, we get a movement upgrade to a high-beat Swiss ETA clone PT5000. Then, CRONOS equipped this watch with a clasp that is more in line with Rolex style clasps and therefore might be more appealing if this is what you're after. One thing to be aware of, for some reason CRONOS now sells this watch with polished mid-links, which I'm not a big fan of, so something to keep in mind. And this CRONOS watch also available with Swiss Solita movement. However, it will cost you $100 extra, which I personally think still is a very good deal, so again, something to consider. And if you think that spending over $100 on a Sub Homage for you is not an option, well, you are in luck. As a matter of fact, this Pagani Design watch on special is priced at around $70. As usual with Pagani Design, we get a really good set of specifications, sapphire crystal and ceramic insert unidirectional bezel. They apparently upgraded bezel and bezel action, and now it's better, and it is 120 clicks. Now, we also get a Seiko NH35 movement, no surprise there, and a decent stainless steel bracelet with a clasp, 100 meters of water resistance to top it up. Okay, sounds very much like San Martin specs. Well, yes, it does, and I have a full video that goes into the details of differences between these two watches, so do check it out. But as a short summary, the difference is mostly in finishing, build quality of the watch and the bracelet, bezel action, and of course the loom. So here you have it. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Click that like button and of course subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.